What's going on, everybody? This is Peter Renner. I write Dollar Bin Digging over at comicbookinvest.com. If you weren't already reading that, you should be checking out that site for tons of great articles. And I'm going to do another little pickups video for you today. This week, I got another cool load of stuff, so I feel like I want to share. So let's start right in with it. First thing I got here is actually, my dad picked this up for me. It's actually a Target exclusive. This is the Red Ninja from the G.I. Joe series, the new 6-inch line. I haven't been able to find any of these at the stores near me because, I don't know, I guess people are just hunting for all the toys, and there's no AEW figures, there's no new wrestlers, there's no Marvel Legends, there's nothing, no G.I. Joes. But my dad was lucky enough to grab this bad boy for me, so I'm happy to have that. I gotta go try to hunt down the rest because I kind of like this series. I mean, I'm used to my G.I. Joes being the 3 3/4, but this larger size is pretty cool, especially when you get all these extra weapons. So, yeah, thought that was kind of nifty. So that's the first pickup I got this week. Next up, I've got a couple of Greg Horn variants. I posted these on Instagram this week, so you might have seen them there if you're following me. And I got the Venom 25, which is Virus, yeah, new character. People love new characters, and store variants sometimes new characters can do all right. And Thor 6, which has the human form of, I guess, Black Winter on the cover. So those are both pretty cool. And those might look familiar, and if you follow Tales from the Flip Side, you might have a chance to get some of these, because I know they have some of these for giveaways coming up and have given some away already. So there might be a few more out there, so just keep an eye on that channel, and you might be able to nab yourself a couple of cool variants, courtesy of Greg Horn. So I got those. Now, let's dive into the rest of the pile. This one I got at a decent price, so I felt like grabbing it because I think this is a direction the Marvel Universe might go, and that's with maybe Shuri taking over as Black Panther. Following up on that sad news with Chadwick Boseman passing, it feels kind of weird to try to think ahead, but you almost have to in a way. It's just the next logical step. And whether this happens or not, this is a pretty cool cover. This is the second print of this #1. There's another Ken Lashley cover that's like a wraparound for #1, as well as the A cover, which is the Jason Scott Campbell that I'm sure everybody's seen. And then there's that, I think it's a New York Comic Con, where it's like the black and white background. It's like a color fade kind of thing going on. And that's the tough one. That's the big boy to get. But I like the second print because I actually like the art on this a bit better than the others. I don't know, there's something about the action pose. She's springing in. I kind of dig it. So I went with this one. Yeah, but that's just for me. But it's something to keep an eye on, as we move forward, because I know Shuri's books have heated up all over the place with Black Panther 2, her first appearance getting really hot, and then from this series #5, where she actually takes the mantle of Black Panther, and that has that T'Challa and Storm, right more front and center of the cover with the J. Scott Campbell cover. That one's gotten really hot. In fact, I saw one in a box today for $80. I was like, wow, that book's really $80 now. I remember finding that thing in dollar bins all the time, just for the, it's Black Panther. It was a Campbell cover, so I would pick them up, and I don't know where they've all gone, but I know I have at least one or two around here somewhere. But all these Shuri books are getting pretty hot, so it's just something to keep an eye on. Up next, I swung by one of my shops last week, and I managed to find another one of these. I found one of these for $1. This one was a few bucks more, so I got this for $6, but I got another Campbell Black Widow. It's got a pretty decent tick here on the side, so it's not a 9/8 candidate. I might be able to press it up a little bit and probably try to clean it up, but this is not going to probably be a 9/8, but this is still, a gorgeous cover. It was gorgeous the first time when I found it for $1. Now I got a second one. I'm going to see which one looks a little better. Maybe I might submit it. I don't know if I really want to submit that to get a 9/4, but I don't know. Considering they were so cheap, I might just take a shot anyway. You never know. Also, while I was there at the shop, and I have one of these already, but this is a cleaner copy than the one that I had already, so I wanted to upgrade, and this is a Wolverine 55 variant. This is a 1 in 10. This is an homage to the Crime and Suspense Stories 22, with the axe and the blonde lady's head on the cover, which is a classic cover. One of the more famous Golden Age books, pre-code horrors that you can kind of get. Well, horror, crime, however you want to identify it. It's definitely a cool homage to me, so I wanted to get a better copy, so I grabbed that one. Let's see what we got here next. All right. Up next, I'm going to go with this Secret JSA Files and Origins. This is got first Atom Smasher in here. Well, it's not the character's first appearance. I think it's his first appearance as Atom Smasher, because I think his first appearances was in All-Star Squadron 25, but he was called like Nucleon or something like that in that book. So he's going to be in the Black Adam movie, where they've already announced it. It's the guy, he was on a Netflix movie or Netflix show. He was going to be He-Man, but I think they scrapped that He-Man movie plan. It's like Noah Celentano. I don't know, but he's going to be Atom Smasher. But this book is also first Hawk Girl, which is another an added bonus for this. So it's something to keep an eye on, because even though she's not announced now, Hawk Girl here, Kendra, it's a good character we might see somewhere down the line. So that's another reason to grab this book. So I already had one of these, but I think I got this pretty cheap, so I grabbed the second one just in case. You never know. Same thing with this. I grabbed this pretty cheap. I actually don't have these. This is a Toxin #1. I found issue 2. It's a little banged up in a dollar bin recently, but here's issue 1. I'll try to work my way towards finding the rest of the series on the cheap, because they got a little pricey. But this is not first Toxin by any means. That was in I think the character first appeared in Venom Carnage 1, but then appeared as Toxin, in issue 2 of that Venom Carnage series. But this mini series, it's only 6 issues for Toxin, isn't that easy to find. So if you can find it really cheap, I would recommend grabbing one as well. So I got the first 2 now. I got to track down the other 4. And again, I don't want to pay a lot for them. It's just something to keep in the back of my mind while I'm out there hunting, because I don't know, it's just like a scavenger hunt. You just want to fill some of these runs just for fun. No other reason than I just want to see if I can do it. It's the same reason why I'm trying to fill a whole Master of Kung Fu run by only paying $1, basically $1 a piece for all the books. Because sure, I can go and buy the rest of them easily, but that's half the fun is going out and finding them. So moving on. Next up, I've seen one of these at a shop and was eyeballing it for a little while, but then I found this out at a sale this past weekend, and it was a bit cheaper than the one at my shop, and it's actually a nicer copy as well. And this is at Macross #1, which is first Robotech, I think, in comics. It's pretty cool. I think John Z picked this for our Robot episode 3 Comic Money a while back, and it reminded me of this book, and reminded me I didn't have one, so I've been kind of on the lookout for it. Just in the back of my mind, not like actively hunting it, but just something, when I see it, I want to consider it. Like I said, I saw the one at my shop, one of my shops, and I was looking at it, but this one's cleaner and this one was a bit cheaper. So I grabbed this one this weekend. And another CBSI shout out that got my radar up looking for this book is Nico had mentioned this. I think he picked this for one of his back 9 picks for Marvel, something we did. And this is the Journey into Mystery 622, the second print. It's a Loki movie cover. This, I not been able to find this. You can see like maybe 1 or 2 online, but they're generally not that cheap. So I found this out in a box, and I think it was $10, and it was worth it to me because most of the ones I see online are like 30, and I don't really want to pay 30 and 30 plus shipping, but $10 I'm in for this second print because I think it's pretty cool. And this is the first Eichel in here. And this is when Journey into Mystery kind of picked back up after they ended Thor with 621. So the 622 kind of brought the title back to Journey into Mystery. And they kind of focused more in on Loki. And then we got a bunch of, more stories with that younger Loki as well. Introduced Leah, who's a character, I don't know, maybe they put into that Loki series. And then, the Ravens. And he had a nice little run there on Journey into Mystery before he handed it over, I think, to Sif, who should finish it out through like 655. I got a bunch of those as well. At the same place I got that, but I got those for $1 and keep those in my dollar bin pile to do later in the week, possibly. I'm going to kind of review, see what I got in there and see what books I want to write about. But that second print has eluded me again for a while. And shout out again to Nico for perking my ears up and making me keep my eyes out for that one. Up next, just again, I hit up this sale that they used to do a show. It's like 2 sellers, like 2 guys would kind of get together. They bring a whole bunch of boxes, bunch of dollar bins, bunch of short boxes, wall books, all the good stuff, toys, everything. And they would kind of like rent out it would almost be like a small show, but it would only be for 2 sellers. But with COVID, we haven't been able to do indoor shows like that here in New Jersey. So they decided to try to do a flea market, and they kind of promoted it for like a month or 2 that they were going to be out out at this flea market near me, and they're gonna have a bunch of tables and do their sales out there. It didn't look like they had as much as they would have at the indoor shows that they would have. Definitely less toys and extras from what I could tell, but they had tons of dollar books and had a few price books. No wall, because out there with the wind, it's not advisable to try to put up a wall when you're outdoors. So but again, I got a bunch of stuff there. They had a bunch of different sales with dollar bins. It was like 20. If you buy 20, you get 20 free. So it's basically getting 50-cent books if you bought enough. And I, as a dollar bin digger, bought enough. So I hit them up both Saturday and Sunday this week. But one of the other things that they had was like a $5 variant box. We just had these random things, and I was just randomly grabbing things that just look odd to me. And one of those, to make a long story short, was this Dark Avengers 4, which I think is a 1 in 15. It was just a pretty cool Venom cover. I had not seen it before. So I just grabbed it for $5 because, I don't know, why not? I don't know if this actually sells for very much, but it looked pretty cool to me. And I just figured $5 it was worth grabbing. As well as this one. I've also been keeping my eye out for second prints and later printings. Usually I lean more towards just picking up for $1, but something about this one, even though I think I checked this one, it's not selling for very much either, but this second print of Incredible Hulk 1, it just had a really cool cover. Like, I really dug this cover. I think it's Mark Silvestri, and it might be from the interiors of this book. I'm not positive of that, but I really like this cover. So, for $5, I was like, I'm going to take a shot on it. Who cares? This is just for me, so it doesn't really matter if this is selling for more or worth more, because it's not going to go anywhere. This is just a book that I like, so I grabbed this second print for myself. But, something to keep an eye out for. But, again, I might lean more advising towards looking for this for cheaper, maybe $1 or less, if you can get lucky and find one of those second prints. But hey, who knows? Stranger things have taken off in recent days with later printing, so you never can tell. Another variant I grabbed just randomly, just I kind of like the Amanda Connor cover here, and this is a 1 in 25, a Convergence 7. Again, I don't think this moves for very much, but I just kind of like the cover. Again, I like the Amanda Connor art. I like the old Catwoman suit, Crypto, and I love this red background with the purple suit. And it just pops to me, so I liked it. So I just put it in my pile and grabbed it. As well as another one here. This is Legion of Superheroes 2, but it's a Jim Lee variant, and I think this was a 1 in 10. This is back in that age of DC, right around the 2010s, where they were doing a lot of 1 in 10s. This is where you got that Lost 23 was in that 1 in 10 incentive variant range. So for Legion of Superheroes, I think for the first 6, they had Jim Lee covers, and the Superboy one is not easy to find. I think it sells for a little bit extra, but for $5, I was grabbing it. I was also lucky enough to find another one in this run, but I found that one in the dollar boxes, so that one I'm probably going to cover again for dollar digging this week, because I really dig that Jim Lee cover, and I found that one for $1. Well, actually 50 cents, because it was I bought enough. Anyway, that's for another time. A couple more that I found in this $5 variant box that, again, I just don't see these things very often. And I don't think this one does very well. I mean, prices are kind of all over the place, but this Alex Ross second print for Justice. There aren't a lot of second prints for this series, but these like character profiles, there are just a couple, and they seem to do pretty well. So I got this Batman one for number 2, because it's just awesome. I mean, look at that art. I mean, just an awesome cover. So for $5, I was all day picking that up. As well as number 4, also the second print, which has a pretty cool Superman. I think issue 5, the one after this, has an awesome Shazam cover. And they actually had that one priced, and it was priced a bit more than I wanted to pay. So I was like, I'll leave that one behind, but I'll take these 2 for $5 a piece. And I'll try to track down that Shazam another time. And then finally, I've got one more book, and it's a bigger book for me, especially something that I would normally not buy out at a flea market, but had not seen this in person, and once I saw this, it kind of just captured something in me that I really wanted to have it. So I put together a pile of books, negotiated price, and I think I did all right. But this is that San Diego Comic-Con XMen variant. This Rogue cover, John Tyler Christopher with negative space, just gorgeous. If my camera here is not doing it justice. In person, this fluorescent green it's just gorgeous. Again, I can't say enough how much I like this. Plus, it's a really nice copy. I might probably send this in just to get it graded. It's just for me, but I really like this cover, and again, it really pops. Hopefully, the extra image I pop up, does it a little bit more justice than what my camera's doing for this here. But yeah, so I paid a pretty penny for this, but I think it was worth it. So that's what I got this week. Hopefully, you enjoyed those books. Again, I've got a healthy stack of dollar books, probably like this high. I'm going to kind of whittle it down because otherwise it'll be like an hour flipping through a stack of books, and I don't think anybody wants that. So going to try to trim it down, maybe even split it over 2 weeks in case I don't get out to digging next week for anything exciting, because I got a ton of good stuff, I think, out of those cheap bins. Just, again, different ways to things, to runs that you can pick up, and variants, just all kinds of stuff that you can keep your eyes out for when you're digging in those cheap bins. So anyway, keep an eye out for that. I'll drop that on Thursday along with the article on comicbookinvest.com. And yeah, I'm thinking of kicking around a couple of other ideas of videos that I can drop during the week for you guys. Just short stuff, quick stuff, because I know not everybody has time to invest a lot into these little videos, especially how much time can you listen to me, rambling on. So with that, I will bid you guys a fond farewell, and until next time, take it easy.